my question is, what is your take on the introduction of the new Cedi notes? That is the 100 and the 200.
Okay, for the 100 cities, 200 cities, and the 2 Ghana cedi coin that has been introduced,
Yeah.
I think it's good in a way, but other way, I'm going to say it's not good. Talking about this particularly, I think is a kind of money that's going to really help us when through, like working and all those kind of things and stuff. Because when you have the 100 CD on you or 200 CD notes on you, it's not going to make the pocket and like that kind of full. It's going to make it simple whenever you're walking around. Like for the 1 CD note, to having it in like, let's say 100 CDs pack is very huge being in your pocket. So I think it's good. But one thing I dislike about it, assuming like someone selling pure water, at the end of the day, the person is able to raise an amount of money, let's say 200 cedis, and the person, it's just a note. Walking by the roadside, it got missing. What are you going to do? It's good, but in other way, I think it's a kind of something. We need to think about it. But in all everything, talking about it, I think it is good.
My take on the new currency that has come, that is the 200 CD notes and the 100 CD note, the 2 CD coin. For me, with the 200 CD and the 100 CD note, it won't help we the laymen, the pure water sellers, the cocoa sellers. In a sense that somebody will intentionally come to you with this 200 CD, you want to buy cocoa 2 CD. If you are not like, you give even overs to them. And the 100 CD note is same. But with people who do businesses, people who transact with big sums of money, it would help them. It would make the sums they will withdraw from the banks smaller or easier for them to carry to and flow.
Okay, to me, about the new this thing, the new currency, the 200 cities, 100 cities, and 2 cities coin. My problem is right now, if you take her right now, you even give them 50 Ghana, the mates were complaining that they don't have change. So now the problem is now that they introduced that 200 cities into the system. To me, that will be a problem. The problem is maybe you buy something from somebody 10 cities and you give that person 200 cities. Maybe the person will complain that he or she doesn't have change. And right now to me right now, my only problem is about counterfeit. Like this guy selling coconuts around me right now, he sold for the whole day, and maybe the thing he have on the truck is not up to 200 cities, and somebody used that counterfeit to come and buy from him. It will cause him a lot of problems. You see, so to me, that's the problem that I have.
I have only seen the 100 cities and the 200 cities, but the coin I haven't seen it. But my take on it is just a waste of paper, that's all. Yeah, it's nothing new to whatever currency that we have, or there's nothing to any change from what we have before. It's just a waste of paper, that's how I would see it.
It will bring a challenge to our economy, because even 50 cities, to change 50 cities, given, let's say, from Spanner here to Medina, getting 50 cities to a mate, for him to give you change is a challenge. He just can't even give you change for 50 cities. So how much more giving 200 cedi notes or 100 cedi notes? So I think it's bad. They should actually relax small for us here.
I'm a Uber driver at Accra Mall. For my opinion about the new denomination, I think it's okay. It's going to help those businessmen who carry big money from bank, because sometimes me as a driver, one time I was sent to carry some amount, but before it's very heavy. But if the new denomination is there, I think it will reduce the quantity. So, to my opinion, I think it's the best way to go.
It's so bad. That's how I see it. Even the 50 cities, we need a sit up. Not 100 cities and 200 cities. And it will reduce the value, of the money. Yeah, that's what I think. It's so bad. It's very bad.
Okay, I think that it won't help us in us looking at the economy right now. Even if you have 50 Ghana and you are going to use it to buy something, it's very difficult for that seller to change the currency for you, to break it down. And right now, if we are going to introduce 100 Ghana and 200 Ghana into the system, it will make the economy a little bit um, difficult for us. And also, it is money that they are using to go and print that money into the system. So why can't we use that money to develop the country and even introduce more of the currency that we have been using right now into the country? Because changing currency into another way and bringing new things into, like new currency into the system, it is going to make the economy more difficult for us to live in.
The 200 Ghana cedi notes. For me, I can say it's good, but at times it's not good because I'm selling credit. I even doing mobile money. Somebody who came here to withdraw mobile money. Even the 50 cities that we know that we have here, we have challenge about that 50 cities. Why? Because somebody will withdraw 50 cities and you give him 50 city note, and the persons complain, why did you give him 50 cities note? Now there's 100 cities and 200 cities. At least, for me, it's not fair to me.
So do you think it's going to help the economy in any way?
Okay, helping the economy, I think it's a big yes, because it's a currency, and as a currency, as we all know, it's a common denominator for us all, whenever we are doing goods and services in purchasing and supply. So I think it's very good. It's very good. It's going to help the country.
No, not at all. I'm not sure.
You're not sure about that?
Even if it's it will start from there. Like, it will start getting good at the beginning, but as it goes on, we are in Ghana, and like as it goes on, it becomes like it start decreases. That's how I see it.
A lot of angry Ghanaians actually have come out to say that it is unnecessary, that the government should introduce something like that. Do you agree with them, or you disagree with what they have to say?
Let's say, in this country, as you all know, it's a democratic country, and we all know that this money that the government has introduced, it's going to help us. So why on earth would someone sit and say it's no good, it's not going to help us? Why? It's very good, and we all have to accept it in good faith, because it's already in existence. I think they've even it has been said it is going to be issued out, and we are going to use it. So whether you like it or yes, it's still in the system. So there's nothing, excuse my language, but that really ain't shit that we're going to talk about. But it is in the country, and we have to use it.
Okay, I think I disagree with them, because looking at the money that we are bringing into the system, we have to ask ourselves, the 50 Ghana cedi that we have been using, is it helping us in a way of customers or sellers to change when we buy things, and they are trying to change it for us and all that? Is it helping us? And we introducing new currency into the system, I think it is, even though it is good, but I think for now it's not necessary. And also, if we are looking at the white people in some way, I think it's good, but we are per our standard in this country, we are not yet to their standard. So I think we have to take things slowly and not to be in a rush. And for now, we can use the currency that we are having and introduce more currency as in the one we have been using previously into the country, so that there will be more money into the country. But introducing new currency, I think it's not necessary.
Yes, totally.
You're saying that we know the C-top. I'm quoting you. What do you mean by we know the C-top?
Like, it gets missing. Like, when it gets missing, yeah, like, as I was saying, now you like, 100 cedis, like, no, it's back. It's, and yeah, as I said, like, it reduces the value of the money. Imagine you giving 100 cedis notes to a mate. How will he get a change? You get it? Yeah, it's so bad. It wasn't necessary for them to make 100 cedis like a one note.
How is it going to help the economy?
Okay, going to help the economy, I would say, in order for us to, make buying and, purchasing become very fast and also simple because as far as money is concerned, it's going to help a bit.
There's pros and cons, but on a personal point of view, I think it's more or less like you are printing cash into the system, whereby inflation is high. You understand what I mean? So it's like we have this dollar inflation like 5.54, like that was even yesterday, and then we've had this loan that we haven't even paid off yet. So there's debt, and then you are still printing new money, and you're just wasting money. Like the economy is crazy at this point. So I don't think there's anything better with this at this point. That's just my point of view. So.